Hey guys, what's going on? It is JWolf98 here, back again with another video. This is the second part to my first story time, and sorry. This video is going to be about like punishments that happen like to me and everyone else, and like my opinions on it, and like my opinions on like everyone else basically that were involved. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive right onto the video. And yeah, if you hear any like purring in the background, that's just my cat Peanut. He won't leave me alone. Yeah, that's right, you won't leave me alone, cat, will you? Nope. Well, yeah. So if you hear that, that's just my cat. Anyways, let's start. So, like I said in the last video, that I really didn't get to complete because I got yelled at to go brush my teeth because I have a bedtime, 9:30. Kind of sucks, but live in my mom's house, so that's what I gotta do. Go to bed. She put a bedtime. Yeah. So, really, whenever, Michaela, which is the one girl, she, like, basically threw a hissy fit and, like, said a whole, like, few lies and, like, tried keeping with it. Like her saying, like, oh, I didn't drink any of the alcohol. I didn't drink any of it. I bought it to, dump it out. 'Cause I didn't want it. I bought it to dump it out. And I'm like, really? You bought it to dump it out? I was thinking that in the back of my mind. And, oh yeah, sorry. This was, like, whenever we were, like, on the bus ride, and, like, whenever we got to the school, and, like, talking and everything. And, yeah. Like, this is just a sequence of those two events, like, mixed together. Me just talking about it, if you were wondering where it was coming from. But, yeah, she basically said that she bought it to dump it out. She didn't even mention anything about, like, buying it for Star or anything, so, yeah. It's kind of crappy of her to lie about that. Whenever she can say directly to me that she bought it to dump it out, it's just pretty harsh. Like, whenever she said that she bought it for Star. But yeah, she won't be able to keep up her story for long. Soon enough, people are going to know the truth, and I hope that this video helps out for anyone that watches it from school. Hater, liar. And what is it? Oh yeah. But anyways, like, this girl, Kayla, she decided to like throw a hissy fit and everything and cry like a toddler whenever we got to the school. And like even the assistant principal, or like the principal that was there, he even asked me like, did any of the girls drink any of it? And I'm like, yes and yes. 'Cause like I just wanted to tell the truth at the point. Star was already caught, Michaela was already caught. I was just gonna tell the truth so that whenever people ask, I can keep my story right, 'cause I knew what happened. It's the truth. Why would I lie about the truth? And it's something that I can remember, so what's there to lie about? We're already caught. Telling the truth only covers your butt. But when we were there, she was like, no, I didn't drink it. I bought it to dump it out. And she's just throwing this crybaby fit. Like, literally, I have panic attacks. And my panic attacks were pretty bad. And this girl was on a whole other level. And by the time that it was all over and everything, she's still like crying and just throwing a fit, like overall, like a baby. Like she wasn't even acting like a child. She was acting like a literal baby. Like I don't even think baby is the right word for it. I think that's an understatement. But I think while we were there, whenever we were about to leave and everything, principal or assistant principal that was there was like, "You know what? I don't want to deal with this right now. It's the weekend. We'll deal with this all on Monday. But for now, they're all suspended until Monday. And for now, I would like it if all the kids could apologize to everyone." And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Trying to keep my stuff together. And Star, with her parent, they literally just completely left. They just walked out. And I have no idea what happened with Michaela whenever she was supposed to apologize or something. Because I walked out before her and I left because they were in there assisting the little baby that was crying and needed to be rocked in her little cradle. Freaking baby. But yeah, I went out and I apologized, and everyone there, they were watching me. I started to break out a bit, but I had to try and keep it together. And I apologized. I said it was all my fault for tonight. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. And I just apologized, really. Then I left. I walked out the door. Had a ride home. My dad yelling, like, "What are you thinking?" And everything like that. So, kind of sucked on the ride home with my dad. But other than that, I mean, really that's like the whole thing that happened. And I just, at this time, right now, that I can like say, like today, October 9th, I think it's the 9th. No, it's the 10th. I think it's the 10th. I don't know. It's like either the 9th or the 10th. But as now, I really don't like Michaela at all. I kind of hate her. Because I found out pretty much that like she knew what happened to me. She knew my punishment. And she's spreading rumors around in the school. And she couldn't even keep her story straight. Like, I told her what I sold her, and I said that it was tequila, 20 proof, which is 10% alcohol percentage. And she's saying that it's vodka. And I'm like, are you dumb? Like, just thinking in my head, like, are you dumb? Because friends in school, like, say that, like, the rumors going around, like, you've been selling vodka, man? Like, why are you not in school? Like, I heard that you sold vodka, and I'm like, it is not vodka. It is tequila, okay? So, yeah, she can't even keep her story straight. Doesn't even know what I sold her, apparently. So, it's just another fact to throw out there, that she can't even remember what happened. And, yeah. But, other than that, I mean, me and Star, we both ride the same bus every morning. And, like, we talk at the bus stop and everything, and, like, what happened. And, you know, like, Michaela, she's just, like, being a dick overall. Like, first it was me, and then, like, just recently, she's been saying, like, yeah, and Michaela was, like, saying everything, like, one minute we were sitting down talking to each other. I went to go get something, like, go to the bathroom, and then the next minute, she won't even talk to me. I'm like, really? Why? Star says, well, she's been telling everyone that her and me were not friends anymore, and then she's not gonna talk to me. And I'm like, really? So, really, Michaela was just being a douche overall, and just being rude. So, like, literally, I was furious, and I was like, why? Why would she do that? Like, is she trying to act like she's, like, some sort of innocent child that didn't do anything? And I'm just thinking to myself, like, what the heck? Like, that's not even okay. Like, how can you be a friend with someone, like, 1 second, like, like not even a second, like a millisecond, because you went to go do something, like go to the bathroom, and then all of a sudden, Kayla was just like, "No, we're not friends anymore, Star. I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. I don't want to talk to you." And then everyone over there, she said, wouldn't like say anything to her. And I'm like, what? What could she have said? What could she have said to make everyone mad at you? And it's so fucked. Like, it's so wrong. But yeah, I mean, it's just so wrong what she did. And I really think the only reason why she might have got away with it is because, one, I think she either like told on me or like snitched on me, or two, it was because she threw such a baby fit that I literally think that the like teachers felt bad for her and literally like thought she was an innocent little child that couldn't do anything else but other than think about rainbows and unicorns or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty fucked up. But anyways, I'm gonna talk about like the punishments that happen, and I'm gonna rank it like how it was. So punishment ranking, I think I got the worst punishment, and then Star getting second, and then third, Michaela getting least. Like she didn't even really have that bad of a punishment. So the base of it was all of us got a week of suspension, basically, or at least I think so. And apparently, that's all I've heard that Michaela got. And then Star, she got week of suspension, and then she couldn't play in the last home game. And then also our band teacher wanted her to play the entire show, like our entire halftime show, in front of her, because she thought that Star couldn't do it. So I was like, what the heck? Why? Like, Star is a really good player. Like, she can play really well. She plays trumpet. Like, I think she's really good at it, because there's only a handful of trumpets, and you can hear them pretty loudly. In the trumpet part, you have to like play loudly, or else they'll notice that you're not playing. So she actually like plays and everything, and I'm not even sure if Michaela plays. And here she is, smirk on her face, telling lies, being like, I can play in the last home game, whereas Star couldn't. But she still had to go to the home game, and she still had to be with the band. It's just she couldn't play, which was pretty crap, I'd think. But yeah, and then I think that's all that happened to Star. So week of suspension and was like crap, because they thought that she couldn't play. And then Michaela, I really think that she only got a week's worth of suspension, and then nothing else, because she was a baby. Understatement, actually. She was more than a baby. And for me, my punishment, my punishment was that I got let off the hook, basically. Like, I got charged with an underage and then selling alcohol. And like, if you think about it, that's like really bad. And an underage, I think I looked it up, it was like between a minimum of like a $500 fine all the way up to a maximum of like $1,000. And I'm like, that's a lot of money. So I thought I was pretty screwed. I thought I was gonna have to pay a lot, but no, actually I got let off the hook, and I ended up not getting expelled. And they even said that like this was an expulsion thing that could have happened, but we're here to making a learning opportunity out of it. We want you to learn from it. I'm like, oh, cool. Alright. Well, that's good. I'm not getting expelled. So, yeah. But, instead of them expelling me, they said that they were going to put me through this 45-day program. And they called this program, Perseus House. Now, well, actually, they didn't call it that. That's what it's called in general. They called it an alternative education. And, basically in this alternative education, I had breakfast there, I had lunch there, and I had classes there, along with like a counseling class. And I basically did everything on computers, and it was like a 45-day thing. And if I were to do good and everything, then I can maybe even get out early. And me getting out early would show them that I learned and that I improved. So, yeah. So I was pretty relieved on that part. Other than, like, not being able to go to school for a while. And I knew that there was going to be rumors being spread. So, that kind of sucked. But other than that, I mean, I was kind of happy that I wasn't getting expelled and that I didn't have to move schools. So that's pretty good. And then, apart from that, I also got a fine. And I'm not going to say how much, like, the fine was. Like, that's my personal thing to worry about that I have to pay. And it actually wasn't that big. And I don't actually even think that he charged me with an underage. I think he charged me like with a misdemeanor or like misdemeanor, whatever you call it. So I didn't even have to pay a lot. I just have to pay like, I'll just say that I have to pay under $100. I mean, it hits pretty close there, but it's like still under. And then I have to pay for this class. Now, this class is said that if I were to go and take it, then what I did, like my thing that got put under my permanent record for like selling and drinking, was put on my record. And if I were to go to this drug and alcohol class, then it would be completely wiped from my record. So like it would no longer be on there at all. So I'm like, oh, dang, I really want to like attend that, because having this at my age is like a really bad thing to have on my record. And it would like make it really hard for me whenever I like get older to like basically do anything. But yeah. And then what is it? That's about it. I mean, I got Percy's house, and I have to pay for a class, and then I have to pay for a fine. So, I mean, I really got let off the hook here. Like, before I went to that meeting that one day, I thought that I was like going to be hung from a stake and left there to burn, but really I was took off that stake and I was put in some nice soothing bath water. So, yeah. And then I have other stories like about Perseus House so far, and like what I think about it, and like how like it is there. And I will say, like, it is quite a bit like a circus, but it's like a circus where the clowns get to do whatever they want, and the ringmaster is like thrown around like a rag doll. I will say that about it. And if you guys want to see another video about a story time, on Perseus' house or anything else that I have, because I have plenty of other stories. Like, this alcohol one was just recent, and I thought I'd tell it. Excuse me, I sound like I'm crying for some reason. But anyways, I have plenty of other stories to tell if you want me to tell them. And really, just let me know if you want another video. I mean, I think I've pretty much covered everything for, like, alcohol and everything story, and me getting caught. So yeah, I mean, other stories I can talk about my Percy's house thing that I have to do for 45 days. And I've already got 1 week complete. Like, I think I'm getting out like end of November. So yeah, that's coming pretty soon. Months fly by quick whenever you're not paying attention to a lot. So yeah, I'm just hoping that I can get out of there soon and finally get back to actual school and hang out with friends again. So yeah, and I mean, right now, I think like me going to Perseus' house or like the alternative education, like my principal took it or like said it. But I have plenty of other stories about that. I mean, the kids there, like I said, it's like a wild circus act where the ringmaster gets thrown around like a rag doll. So it's pretty bad in there. And I'm just sitting in the corner watching it all. Sometimes I get involved with it, but not too often. So yeah, I got not too many crazy stories about it. And then I have quite a few other crazy stories to say, other than like this whole situation. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to hear them or anything, then yeah, let me know. And talk to you all later. Man, it's been pretty fun talking everything. And I mean, I'm not gonna like do this like as an everyday thing, like every day of the week. I mean, I might do it like 2 or 3 times a week, maybe even like once or twice a week. I'm not quite sure yet. It's just I was eager to get this part 2 out today, so I decided to do this and everything. So yeah, if you want to see anything else about it or like hear any other stories, let me know. And hopefully, if I am going to do any other stories, I won't just have this black screen this time. Maybe I might like have like some footage of a game playing or like a lit candle for you guys to watch. I don't know quite yet, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you later. This has been J Wolf 98 speaking. And if you have any other questions, just let me know in the comments. And I will talk to you all later. See ya.